So the examiner scores you on lexical resource, and to get a band 7 or higher, you must use advanced IELTS speaking vocabulary. I'm going to share 10 advanced phrasal verbs that you can use across part 1, part 2, or part 3 of your IELTS speaking exam. To make them easy to memorize and use, we're grouping the 10 into 3 different categories. So the first one is catch up on. Catch up on means to do something you didn't have time to do earlier. So an example would be, after a busy week, I usually catch up on my favorite podcasts during the weekend. The second phrasal verb is mull over. This is to think about something for a long period of time. That IELTS Part 3 question was very difficult. I had to mull over it for a few minutes before I responded to the examiner. And the third phrasal verb is brush up on. This means to quickly improve on a skill you haven't used for a while. So for example, before starting university, I'll need to brush up on my mathematics. Ladies, I want you to get your notebooks ready so you could write down all these phrasal verbs while you are learning them. And moving on to the second category, which was decisions and commitment. The fourth phrasal verb is settle for. This means to accept something less than you want. I initially wanted a job overseas, but I had to settle for a job close to my home. And the fifth phrasal verb is rule out. This means to eliminate a possibility. So for example, when choosing to travel, I immediately ruled out on countries that have a cold climate. And the sixth phrasal verb is put off. Speaking of practice, ladies, if you're looking to join a community where you will be able to practice your speaking, then you might find my IELTS Speaking Ladies Club really interesting. This ladies club is hosted over Zoom. I've made it specifically for those of you who are stay-at-home moms, who have lots of responsibility of taking care of your children, and maybe you want to learn English from home. We go over different IELTS speaking mock tests. I give you feedback. If you are interested in this ladies club, make sure you join down below. And you want to become that confident English speaker, check the description box down below. This means to postpone something. I tend to put off tasks that require me to have a lot of concentration. And phrasal verb number 7, stick to. This means to continue doing a particular thing. Although social media is distracting, I try to stick to my study schedule. And next is our third category, lifestyle and opinions. Phrasal verb number 8 is get into. So this means to become interested in something. I only recently got into hiking, but now I try to go every weekend. And phrasal verb number 9, look back on. This means to think about the past. When I look back on my childhood, the happiest memories are with my parents. And phrasal verb number 10, come up with. This means to think of an idea or a plan. It takes a lot of effort to come up with innovative solutions to modern problems. So now let's see how these phrasal verbs can be used in this practice question. How do people in your country spend their free time? I think most people have truly gotten into hobbies that are creative. They will put off household chores just to pursue them. For instance, my neighbor recently came up with a fantastic idea for a small crafts business, and she's been trying to stick to a regular creation schedule. When I look back on 10 years ago, people didn't have this passion. So it's a positive trend. So there you have it, ladies. There were 10 phrasal verbs you can use on your IELTS speaking exam that are natural and will make you sound fluent. These short 2-word wonders are actually going to help you score higher, and they are essential to score band 8 or 9. You can use these across part 1, part 2, or part 3 of your IELTS speaking exam. They're actually going to instantly make you sound fluent and natural throughout your speech. If you want to learn about phrasal verbs or idiomatic language, then make sure you check out this video over here of the top recommendations I have for both. Take care for now, ladies. Bye.